Hey guys, it's me, Siobhan, Queen V, Queen Ronnie, whichever you prefer. Welcome to my channel. So I'm not gonna take much of your time today. This is just gonna be a short video because everybody has been asking me the same questions. For those of you who know me, and for those of you who don't know me, welcome. I'm going to answer some questions today. And so this particular video is going to be about my journey and a little snippet of it. So I was 297 pounds. I'm 5 foot and a quarter feet tall. And my brothers, they talked to me about fasting. And so I started the fast my very first time. That was in December 2016, and I last 8 days my first time, and I lost 21 pounds. So all I did was drink water only. Well, that's a lie. So the first 3 days I drank water only, and then on day 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, I was drinking orange juice, and not like drinking it. I was only drinking it when I felt like the hunger was unbearable for me. So that was what I did. So and Yeah, and I was drinking a gallon of water a day, distilled water, because that's what I was taught to do. You can drink spring water if you want to. I know that a young lady, she told me that she actually lost more weight when she was drinking spring water versus drinking distilled water. But I mean, I'm I should have said this in the beginning of my video. Like, I am not a professional. Like, I'm not a doctor, or I wasn't trained for this, and I don't have a degree. This is not professional advice. Like, I'm just telling you what happened with me and my journey and what I did. So, and hopefully, you can take what you can take from it, and do you, like, and do what works for you. But so yeah, I lost 21 pounds in 8 days doing that. And then after that, I honestly, I didn't fast at all for probably like another month, for real. People ask me, did I gain the weight back during that month of me not fasting? Yes, absolutely, I've gained weight back. Because I was like, yeah, I'm excited I lost this weight, but I I wasn't, I wasn't ready for the journey. It's just something that it left an imprint on me. I knew at that point, like, okay, I can do this. But I was going through a lot in my life. I ended up moving like um 10 hours away from where I was. um for I did it for love. Well, I thought it was love, but I mean, anyway, that's another story. Maybe I'll tell y'all about that on a different day. But so yeah, I went up, I left, I didn't fast for like a month. I did gain some weight back. I didn't gain all of my weight back, no, but I did gain some weight back. But that's because it was fresh. It was fresh. I was full, you know. So once I moved in February 1st, January 31st, February 1st, I moved. And once I moved, I got back on my grind. I started focusing back on myself. So I really started, this journey for real, like in February of 2017. And I started to really monitor myself. I started to like measure my waist and my wrist and things like that, and like started to really pay attention to my body. Because Steven, I started living in the same area around Steven, and he was also doing he started doing his fasting journey too. And I'm just like, come, I need to go back on it. I need to get back at it. So, yeah. And now I'm here. I weigh well, the last time I got on a scale, I weighed 170 pounds from 297 pounds. December 2016 to what is today? September, what is today? 16th? 2018? Yeah, September 16th, 2018. So 170 pounds. Like, yeah, I didn't do it overnight. No, but that's because I didn't do it overnight. I chose not to do it overnight. You know what I mean? Like, I know people personally who have lost over 100 pounds in 4 months and no loose skin. So it's very possible. You just have to have the mindset for it. Like, that's what I tell women who inbox me all the time. It's all about you, queen. It's all about your mindset. You know, how far do you want to go? Like I said in the beginning of my video, I had a lot going on in my life. So this wasn't a priority for me. You know, the doctor told me, like, you have to lose at least 50 pounds because I was facing having like heart disease. You know, if you're familiar with my video, I'll make sure that I pin it in the comments, or I'll figure out how to pin it in if you've never seen it before. But um I was diagnosed with PCOS. Like, I was told that the possibilities of me having babies were like 0 to none naturally. Like, there's been question of endometriosis. Like, it was a lot. I was devastated, emotionally traumatized. Like, my world was rocked. I said that this video was going to only be like 15 minutes. I'm already at like 7 now. So let me start answering questions. So you just basically have a general idea of who I am, what I'm going to be talking about, what this video is going to be about, the type of questions I'm about to answer. And I hope that you enjoy it. And if you like it, like the video. And if you want to see more videos, let me know you want to see more videos. Ask me more questions and subscribe and tell your friends about me. Like, and this is not about clout. This is like, please don't ever think that I'm doing this for anyone, like doing this for myself. Because this right here, like, I'm nervous. My hands are shaking. My voice is shaky because this is not me. Like, I'm exposing myself. These are my truths. So watch yourself when you dropping things in my comments, like, because I'm a person and a human being with feelings and emotions. Like, I'm exposing my truths to possibly try and help another person, male or female, you know. So just be mindful of that. That's all. I'm a human being. I love you guys because I love myself, and you are me too, you know. So don't forget that we're all in this together. And let's go ahead and read some of these questions. All right. So Jennifer says, how did you get through the first 3 to 4 days? And what is your thought process to keep you motivated through your fast? That's a really good question. So to get through my first 3 to 4 days, honestly, I had a lot of people around me who were against it. They didn't really understand what I was doing. So it's really mental. You have to first tell them, like, forget you don't understand. You know, people fast for religious reasons. People fast for all types of reasons. Before you have a surgery, the doctor tells you don't eat, 24 hours before, don't put any food in your stomach. Like, so we kind of fast all the time. So I kind of think of like the reality of what's really happening. Like, people do this all the time. I could do this all the time. Like, I have went to work and totally got caught up in my day and totally forgot to eat, and just would go home and just pass out. So, and not eat anything. And people do that all the time. That's fasting. That's one day down. So I just kind of thought of it like that. Like, I can do this. I had to keep pumping myself, honestly. And when I felt weak, I reached out to people who actually cared about what I'm trying to do, or what I wasn't not trying to do, but what I was doing. So it's all mental. And that's my thought process. I hope I answered your question. What was your longest fast? Did your weight loss slow down as you got closer to your goal weight or healthy weight? Well, mind you, Chris James told me my goal weight was 135. I'm 170. So I'm nowhere. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm nowhere near my goal weight, but I'm not at my goal weight. I'm just at a comfortable weight with myself. I can breathe better. I can dance. I can drop it down, hold it, and then slowly bring it back up. Okay, I couldn't do that before. Seriously, no, for real. Like, I couldn't do that. Like, so the longest I've ever went so far is 11 days, and that's the honest truth. 11 days. 11 days. And it was really hard for me because I am so used to eating at least once a day. All right, let me go here. Did your weight loss slow down as you got closer? I'm gonna be honest with you. I stopped weighing myself. Do you want to know why? Because I know it's working. I can see the changes in myself. My clothes fit totally different. Okay? My panties fit different. I have to go buy new bras. Okay? I know that I'm losing weight. I don't have to go and step on the scale every day. I know it's working. I know I'm losing weight. I know I'm losing inches. I can feel it. So, but did it slow down? I'm going to say it did slow down only because I chose it to slow down. And not only that, but your body is going to it's going to have to like recalibrate. You know what I mean? So it's not going to just keep dropping weight. Like, it has to be like, wait, let me catch up. Let me catch my breath. Okay. And then I'm going to shrink up, find where I'm supposed to be at according to the weight now. I'm going to shrink up. That's how you avoid having loose skin, right? I mean, I would imagine so. I'm not a scientist or anything like that, but it makes perfect sense to me. So, yeah, it's gonna slow down a little bit, but then it's gonna, it's gonna speed back. It's gonna go back to how it is. I mean, I was losing like a pound, 2 pounds, a day. That was like my average for the longest time period, baby. So that's what's up. Yeah. Let's see what else we got her. Exercise during fasting? If so, what do you do? I am gonna be honest with you. I'm very lazy. But when I actually took a step back and I really think about it, I am constantly exercising because for one, cardio. I'm always taking the steps. I take the steps at work. There's 3 flights of steps. I have to take them every day. When I take my lunches, when I take my breaks. So that's every 2 hours I'm taking the steps. And I'm not taking my time. I'm taking the steps as if I have somewhere to go, if that makes any sense. So I am doing stuff every day, you know what I'm saying, throughout the day. I got this little step counter on my phone. But that's pretty much it. Like, when I get home, I dance. I play my music and I dance. And I mean dance. Like, I'm talking about I'm sweating dancing. So yeah, I do work out. But I don't go to the gym. And that's the truth. I'm going to start going to the gym. I want to start going to the gym. I want to actually, I want to keep slimming. I want to slim down some more before I start putting back on weight. I want the weight to be healthy weight, muscle weight, and I don't want it to get confused. Sorry. I don't want to get confused with, my healthy weight, my muscle weight, and then the body fat. So I want to just shred the body fat first and then put on the muscle. And the way that my body is, I can put on muscle like that. I used to box, so I know my body. Let me go back to answering some questions. Have you done dry fasting? If so, how long do you usually go? Would you say it is safe to get back and forth from dry fasting and soft dry fasting to water fasting? Absolutely. Sean James. Myself personally, I dry fast when I don't feel good. That's me. If I don't feel good, like if I'm having like, I don't know, an issue with my stomach, like I dry fast. And for me, the longest that I've ever did it was 3 days. And I felt really, I mean, it kicked whatever was trying to get me, whatever little virus was trying to get me or whatever, like I just knocked it out. And I don't take medicine. I mean, I will if I have to, but at this point in my life, like, I'm not taking like no over-the-counter Tylenol. I don't take Advils and stuff like that. So yeah. And bouncing back and forth, absolutely. Steven, that's what he did. That's what he does all the time. I lie to you not. That's like his cheat code for how he's dropping weight so fast. I promise you, that's his cheat code. Have you ever done a juice fast? No, I've never done a juice fast. Why? Because I don't know. I will now that you ask me. I guess I will. I just never thought about it because it works for me. It's a journey, not a race, and I was in no rush. Like I said, it's working. I'm still in progress. Like it's every single day. And man, if you're doing it, you already know what I mean. From going from 297 to 170. Okay. How often did you water fast? What did you eat during your refeeds? What is your current diet? Has weight remained constant when you don't fast? Health issues resolved. Okay, Bridget, that was like 45 questions in one. All right. So how often did you water fast? Well, I didn't. I mean, I did it the very first time. I only did a long water fast, like what, twice? I did the 8 days and 11. That's it. And then I would do like 3 days. I do 3 days on, and then so after my 3 days on of water fast, then I'll do like 4 days off, but I'm not doing 4 days completely off. I'm still intermittent fasting or OMAD. So I would drink my water all day as per usual. I'm always drinking water though. So I'm like, it's such a lifestyle now. It's not even something that I have to think about anymore. It's just my life. Like, so I drink my water all day, and then on the end of my week, then I'll start to eat like my fruit, my mangoes, strawberries, my grapes, and then I like greens. I love greens. I do, and I like them spicy. Okay, so I like to put cayenne pepper in mine. Cayenne pepper is really good for you, so try it. And but yeah, I like salmon. I still eat meat. I'm not vegan or vegetarian. I still eat meat. I have decided that within myself that I'm still gonna eat it, but I am starting to, not even starting. I've ever since last year, like I've cut back on meat tremendously because there's so much going on with the meat nowadays. I don't even know if it's real meat or not. So I'm just, I'm real finicky when it comes to the meat anyway. But I will still eat it. But it's like 70-30 for me, for real. 70 not, and then 30 yeah. So I don't mind eating a meal with no meat. And I've been like that my whole life. Like I had no problem eating all the sides. So but yeah. And what else did you ask me? You asked me a lot of questions. Ratio. I eat until I feel like this is enough. My stomach has actually shrunk. So if I go out to a restaurant and they fill my plate up, I'm not going to eat the whole plate. I'm not able to eat the whole plate. My body is not allowing me to eat the whole plate. My actual stomach has shrunk, So over time of training it, working it shrunk. So I can't consume that much. So the ratios, I have no idea. I would probably say this much. For real. Because if they give me a full plate, that's probably how much of it I'm gonna eat out of the plate. I know you can't understand what I'm doing with my hand right now. But if this is a full plate, I'm probably gonna eat this much of it. So half, I guess. And then that's really pushing it. It depends on the meal and how delicious it is. So that's the truth, guys. I don't measure my stuff. I don't count calories or none of that. Okay. What else do we have here? What motivated you to say enough is enough? How did you begin your journey? LaShonda, that's a great question. I was dying, baby. Like fast. I'm 28. I was 25 when I found that out. Like I was devastated. That is what motivated me. Then that is what keeps me motivated. Like I was depressed for 6 years, in a deep depression. I fight it every day now, right? I fight it every day. Anyone who's going through or has surpassed or battling depression, they feel me. Like I'm not perfect at all, but I'm promoting positivity within myself. That's all that I want around me. But that what I went through, that's what keeps me motivated. I don't have any kids to say my kids keep me motivated. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that. I have to do this for me. I have to do this for me. I keep me motivated for me and my mental health. Like, I had to keep me motivated. That's what keeps me motivated. My future. That's what keeps me motivated. Having a future. That's what keeps me motivated. Wanting to live. That's what keeps me motivated. That's what keeps me doing this. And not just saying, forget it. Like, this is too much for me. I'd rather just continue to live the life that I was living. And no, that's what keep me motivated. I literally have these like conversations with myself, with inside of myself. Like, no, girl, you need to go ahead and just drink the water and stop playing. Like, seriously, by myself, within myself. That's what kept me motivated and still keeps me motivated to this day. I hope I answered that question, love. How did I feel during it, girl? Let me tell you. So there was this one time. This is a great question. Who asked me this? LaShauna. Okay, so there was this one time. It was in the middle of the night, and I like ran to the bathroom. This is maybe TMI for some of y'all, but I ran to the bathroom, and I was throwing my life up. Okay, I felt like I was about to die. And I had the shivers or whatever. And then I started to have to poop. And I went to the bath, and then I was pooping, and I had the trash can. I'm throwing up and pooping at the same time. This is how I felt. This is a part of the journey. You know, it can get ugly, you know, but that's not every day. That's just something that I had to go through. My body was getting those toxins out. My body was getting those toxins out. And I experienced that and went through that by myself. What motivates me? Me. I could have said right then and there, like, oh no, I'm done. Nope. But I didn't. I kept pushing through and went through that by myself. For me. It's a little selfish, right? But we have to be a little selfish sometimes, especially when it comes to our health. You know? Mental health, physical health, emotional health, all of that, man. So, yeah, that's how I felt, and that's how I feel. Okay. Yeshua, can diabetics do fasting? Yes. Okay. Yes, they can. I was diagnosed with diabetes. Jonathan was diagnosed. His is completely gone. I'm not gonna say that mine is officially gone because I need to go to the doctor and confirm it, but I'm pretty sure it's gone. Especially at this point now. So yeah, you can definitely do it. And not only that, Simi Davis said she's type 2 diabetes. She could tell you fasting is the way. And she's currently doing it, and she's type 2. So this is from someone who also, Sharon Johnson, she said, yes, do it. She agreed. She said, do it. So yeah, we're not the only ones, okay? You don't believe me? No, I ain't gonna show you. Well, should I show you? You ain't gonna be able to see it. I don't know why I just tried to show you. All right. Handling hormones cravings during the time of the month. That's a really good question. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't fast. If it's too much for you, don't do it. Like, why? And then what? Because set yourself up for a realistic goal. Like, if you know that during the time of the month it's just like, no, you're not in the right mindset, like you just can't do it, then don't do it until there's a time where you can do it. Because fasting is like a muscle. You gotta work it. You gotta keep doing it. You can't just do it, fail, and then beat yourself up and say, well, I tried fasting and I mean it worked, but I just can't do it no more. Like, no, yes you can. You just have to keep doing it. You have to keep doing it. If you last for 12 hours the first day, congratulate yourself. Because there are people who can't do it. If you last, then next day, try for 13. Then the next time, shoot for 14. And the next time, and what are you doing? You're training yourself. You're building up that habit. You're setting a habit for yourself. You're creating a habit, a healthy habit. You have to create healthy habits. You were trained to destroy yourself. Now you're trying to break that and train yourself to make yourself better. Excuse me. So, it's okay. Calm down. And honestly, that's the honest truth. Because for me, at this point in my life, with me fasting, I actually prefer to do like a water fast a week before my cycle comes. And especially with me having PCOS, it really helps. It really helps subside with the bloating, the pressure, the cramping. It really helped with as far as the flow. My flows are not as heavy when I fast a week before my cycle. If I I'm telling you, try it, do it, just give it a go, give it an attempt. I'm telling you, it will help. It will help. It will help. A water fast only a week before your cycle is supposed to come. I'm telling you. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I should have listened to Siobhan a long time ago. I know, baby. I'm trying to tell you. All right. What's been your greatest moment of weakness? My greatest moment of weakness, girl, every day. It's like, nah. It would have had to be when I was at the beginning of my fast, and I was at my ex's house back in Cincinnati, and his family was cooking, and they cooked every Sunday, and it was nice. And they were barbecued, like they would go put the meat on the barbecue, and then everybody would have sides, and they would have big old salads and potatoes, all the fixings, and I was fasting. That was one of my biggest weaknesses. And they weren't really supportive of it. They really thought that I was losing my mind. Like, you're starving yourself. Like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be eating. Not all of them, but majority of them were that way. And so that was probably my greatest weakness at that time. Great question, Bree. Make sure you share what you do physically in detail, family duties. What do you mean? I don't understand that question. I don't have any family duties. I'm a strong, independent, single black woman. Oh. I know, seriously, I don't know what you meant by that, love. I'm gonna have to go